going to happen.
Yeah.
For sure, yeah.
Then we'll stop worrying.
Yeah. Couldn't utter a sound, no.
Amen.
It's all coming down. It's a dream. Long as I live, when I saw him walk out of the sky.
Lord, be blessed.
It's going to happen.
I'll just take a few minutes of time. I'll probably make Daryl come. Well, come on. He had told me that he had planned to see Mike today, and I told him that I think it'd be good if he came. And I know when you're moderator, it's hard. You know, all kinds of preachers sitting around. But if we make him get up, then he don't have much choice, does he? So I'll just take a few minutes. We got a lot to be thankful for, and yes, we do. Been so blessed just to get to be here between last night and today. And it don't take a whole lot to pay me just to get to feel the Spirit of God.
That's right.
God's children, and to feel that love. It does a whole lot for me.
That's what it's all about.
I'm thankful this morning to see everybody that's here, and I hope that you're not here for a reason. I hope you've come seeking. Everybody has come seeking this morning. I know that we felt good already. Oh, but I love to take advantage of this situation when we're here and just get completely saturated with it. Because we got a week in front of us now. We've got worry all around this world. We got trouble on every side sometimes.
Yes, we have.
Along the way, we get some joy thrown in there and some good times thrown in there. But time don't wait on anybody. And it always comes back around to worry again, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Just can't get away from it, Brother Randy.
You can't.
But if you want to pray for me just for a minute of time, that God would lift me up, bless me for just a minute. Now that we're here, now that I'm here and you're here, let's take the advantage of this opportunity. Let's look to God. Let's pull our minds together. Now listen, I love my Lord today, and you know what? I'm such a weak creature that it worries me because, listen, I need Him every day.
Yeah.
I don't deserve the blessings that He's given me. I don't deserve them. You need to understand that. Listen, I haven't earned a single blessing that I've gotten.
No.
But I found them by coming to my Lord. Listen, on bended knees, and His love and His mercy is always reaching out today. And I know, are you in need this morning of some mercy? I know that you are.
Yeah.
Listen, are you in need of love today? I know that you are. I listen today. If you want to pray just for a minute, fine. There's nothing I'd rather do than preach when God blesses me. There's nothing that feels like what He gives me when He lifts me up a little bit. I'm just a coward by nature. Listen, and I hate coming to this place when it's just me standing here. But I'm telling you right now that when my God blesses me, listen, and He begins to move in with me, fear begins to move out today. Listen, and that love begins to move in with me. Oh God, people, I know that this world, I got trouble all around us, but you know what? I want to tell everybody about a man today that's stronger than this world here.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what? I think about it like this sometimes. Oh God, when we've got trouble, you know what? We want the best doctor we can get. Why? When we've got trouble, when we've got worries, we want, listen, the strongest policeman to come. We want the greatest doctor to come. But oh God, people, don't you understand? The greatest doctors in this world, and they still lose patience. Listen, oh God. But I want to tell you about someone stronger than that. Someone, the Son, that can do a better job than they can do. Today, people, I know that we've got trouble, but you know what? We've got some joy in this world. Aren't you glad you don't gotta wait and leave this world to get your little payday? Oh God, with my Lord words, nobody can get in His way. And you know what? Aren't you glad today that God don't make a mistake along the way?
No, He don't.
Every decision He makes is right.
Good and very good.
And I'm glad that, and I think I heard somebody quote it last night. That the fervent prayers of a righteous man availeth much. Aren't you glad that today, son, it's like this here when a long time ago, when that old King Nebuchadnezzar, you know, when he made that old king, when he made that image of gold a long time ago, and they passed the law back then, and they said, King, let's pass this law that every time somebody plays the music, everybody's got to bow down to your image and got to worship that golden image. Oh God, and they passed their law there on and they began to play the music, and people everywhere, no doubt in every town, Anybody that could hear it would fall down and worship that golden image. Oh, and they said, oh King, we got a problem. They said, we got some over
Yeah, we got
here.
3 bins.
They're not following your law, King. Listen. They refuse to obey your law. Listen, there's some of those Hebrews that we got over here. I guess they think they've got their own God. They don't know why the Bible says that. Said that king got very angry, and he said, bring them here to me right now. Oh, God. And when he brought them there, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, and he said, somebody told me that you won't bow down when you hear the music played. Somebody's told on you, and now I'm going to give you one more chance now. When you hear the music, you need to bow down to my image. And they answered the king there. And they said, and the king said, and if you don't, we're going to put you to death. And who's going to deliver you? I'm the greatest king this land has ever seen. I got armies everywhere. You boys, you ain't even soldiers. I can do with you what I want to do. Oh, sometimes that's the way I feel like life treats me. Sometimes it seems like listen, that life, it just tries to own us. It tries to tear us to pieces. Oh, God. Just like that boy answered him, oh King, King, the God that we serve, He's able to deliver us. Listen. The God that we serve, He's able to save us from your hand. Listen, if He chooses to do so. Listen, but King, you need to understand that no matter which way God goes with this thing, we're not going to bow down to your image. We're going to serve our Lord. Listen. Oh, and you know what, people? I know that king was mighty powerful. My God, I know that this world is powerful. Elisha, you see the form of the young people, don't you? Oh, God. But you know what old David, he said one time, now when he was talking about the Lord, he said, whither shall I go from thy spirit, God? Or whither shall I flee from thy presence? If I go up to heaven, Lord, you're there. If I go down to the deep, to hell, you're there, God. Oh, God, if I take wings of an eagle and fly, son, and fly to the uttermost parts of the land, the sea, Lord, you're still there. And you know what? Just like old Job, when troubles came on him, listen. And those sitting around with Job began to question and almost came down to questioning God's decision. Oh, they almost began to question God. Why have you done this thing? And what did God say? He came in a whirlwind and said, and He said, stand on your feet now and give an answer. Oh, where were you when I hung the stars? Where were you? Listen, I hung the
heaven.
Oh, God, You think people, you think this world is strong. I'm telling you about the one that's strong.
Yes, sir.
You know what? Listen, just like those Hebrews there. Why? They said, if God wants to save us, He will.
It'll be all right.
But if He don't, we're ready to go.
Amen.
And you know what? Here's the way I look at that. I had to go on a trip the other day. I had to go out of town. They had a big corporate meeting going on. And I had to go to it. Why? And they brought people in from all over the country, and we were all together. And I took one of the managers, Daryl, that works for me. He went with me on the trip, and we drove down to Georgia. And you know, when we were down there, why? They had a big fancy dinner set up one night, and we all went out to dinner, and it was a pleasant time. And it was okay. Why? But you know what? As we began traveling home a couple days later, we were driving along, and that manager began talking to me, and he started talking about God. He started talking about his church and the things they do. Now listen. Daryl, and he said, you know, Chris, your reputation is known with everybody. And I said, what do you mean by that? He said, well, when we was at dinner there, he said, and a lot of people began ordering beers and things and trying all these things. He said, and I ordered me one. He said, you know, I felt awful guilty sitting there with you sitting at the table there. Oh, God. And you know what I told him? I said, you don't need to be guilty around me. I'm nobody. Listen, I said, but I got to tell you something.
Thank God.
I said, I serve a God. Listen, and He's blessed me so good. I can't afford to let a blessing get away. I've got too many children. I got too many grandchildren. I said, now let me tell you something. I said, here's the way my life works. Listen, about 4 years ago or so, this little girl over here was born. And listen, and he knew that story. I was working with him when that happened. Listen. And I told him, I said, my little grandbaby was born, and they didn't think she was going to live. I said, listen to me. Every couple hours she quit breathing, and they said, it's getting harder to wake her up each time. And we was all torn to pieces. I said, don't you understand that God had her in His hand, and God had a decision to make. God had a decision to make at that time. Listen, and God, He either was going to take her home. Listen, and I don't know, maybe God heard a little cry, make it to heaven's throne. I don't know. Listen, you know what? But Jerry, just like I heard, listen, I know when you had Mary, you be so gay, and I heard you tell the story about when she got in that car wreck or whatever it was, and you was driving them there, and you said you heard somebody, listen, singing up a little prayer, and God just let her be alive. My Lord had a decision to make. Listen, my Lord had it in His hand today. People, listen to me. I'm telling you, can you really afford to turn away your blessing? Let's not let there be anything between us and God. Oh, God. My Lord. so good to her. I know why I said it's awful good to see you again. Why? We go back a long ways, don't we? And you know what I was thinking about? This little boy running around here, a little blonde-haired boy. I bet that's my grandson, and I bet I was about his age when he was living with us. I was teasing her, Daryl, a few minutes ago. I said, sis, when I seen you, I wanted to go find your purse. Oh, God. When I was a little boy, she lived with us. Listen, and when she'd come home, I was the baby of the house, just running around. And when she'd come home, she'd always have me a little candy bar hidden down in her purse. And you know, I've never forgot that. People, listen to me today. God is love today. That's what it's all about. Oh, God. Now you know what? Listen, I can really feel like driving up here this weekend. Listen, I got sick ones at home. I was already down and out. Jeremy's over in Poland somewhere. Scare me to death. Listen, life's just too much for me sometimes. I know I'm glad that when they threw those Hebrews in the fire, the world saw something down there. Listen, when they threw them in, why that old king said, we only threw 3 there. Now I see a fourth man down there. Oh, God. People today, Brother Jerry, he was in that car with you that night. He was already in that hospital room. Oh, God, aren't you glad that's the way you work? People who you serving today. Listen, who is it that's got you by the hand? Let's not go part way with this thing. Listen, brother, I come to love you so much. You know, first time I seen you coming out the church, I thought, Lord, what could we say? I said, listen, to help reeling in a little bit. Oh, God, that's the way my Lord works. God is love today.
Yes, He is. Yes, He is. I'm telling you.
The love of God is more powerful than anything this world got.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
All I know to do, as weak as I am and full of sin as I am, Joey, all I know to do is keep trying. Just keep trying to place it in His hands and let Him make the decision.
His will.
And then when it's time to call somebody home, I can rest assured that it's not a mistake. Because God don't make those mistakes. I'm going to get out right there. Oh, you come. Nope, it's time. I just want to say, it's good to see everybody. When Daryl gets up and starts preaching, I want you to understand the church doors is open.
Yes, it is.
I'm telling you right now that the devil would never tell you to join church. Nope. The devil would never tell you to put your light on the candlestick for this world to see. The devil would never tell you it's worth getting out no matter how cold it is and going to church. Listen, he's the one that's telling you, well, not this time. He's the one telling you that, well, it's so bad out, nobody would be there anyways. Now listen, He's the one slowing you down. And God's not slowing you down. He's the one pushing you.